Hi, welcome to Baby Adventure. This video gonna be long, so if you like to fast forward, please do it. And this video is about the maintenance of tail section, that is removing the rear fender, tail lamps, indicators, whatsoever. So it is all about the rear fender and tail section. For that to access, we have to remove the pillion seat, rider seat, which has two 10 mm bolts. So for this, we also remove the saddle stay and grab rail at the rear. So for us to remove the saddle stay in this model, we have to remove the 13 mm bolts on the other side. So tail section has three parts, one on the near the suspension, one in the middle, and the one that connects to the tail lamp or danger lights indicators. So let's remove the saddle stay. I'm using the 13 mm socket here to remove the bolt. So on the RH side we have two 13 mm bolts. One is the long one is the short one on the grab there. So this video gonna be long, so I do not want to fast forward it as it misses the essence of the process. So this is the long bolt we have on the RH side. So now it is loose, and we will go to the LH side and remove the 13 mm long bolt and small one, and we have sari got attached to the saddle stay, so we need 8 mm socket over there to remove the bolt. So this is the hex nut for the hex driver for the grab rail back on the back tail section. So I accessed it and removed over there. So now I'm removing the saddle stay connection to the foot peg frame. So now the saddle stay along with the grab rail is detached. It's just waiting for me to remove from the rear fender. So this is how it looks after removing. So I removed the entire attachment together without messing it out. So one more tip is, whenever you remove the bolts, if you feel that they don't obstruct the removing the parts, please replace it so that you don't lose them. So for me to remove the rear fender section, I am disconnecting the plugs. One is the tail section, number plate light, and indicators here. So I am slowly removing it. So every connector has a mechanism, so please carefully operate it. So now I removed the entire connectors on the back. So we have to remove the 10 mm sockets. Here we have to remove the 10 mm bolts, some 10 mm bolts. Here is the connection between the midsection and the front part of the rear fender or tail section. So we have two 10 mm again. So it takes time, but it's not that difficult here. But the difficult part is securing the nuts and bolts. Here we have 4. So this might be the process or steps one after other. This is 10 mm too. So once again, careful about securing the nuts and bolts. I have already missed 2 in making previous videos or previous service works over there. So now that the tail section is easily removable, I have one bolt that is supporting the entire tail section. So this is how you get the tail section, which has danger brake light, 2 indicators, and a number plate light. So now that we have removed the tail section, so this is how it looks. This has clamps with a screw or with a nut over there. If those becomes loose, use a cutting plier and press it inwards so that it snug fits again back to the frame. So before doing it, place it somewhere securely. So putting the bowl securely is very important when we are operating in large number of bowls. You might miss them or misplace them, so it is very difficult. Either shoot a video so that we will get to know where the bowls fits. And this is the ECU mount over here. It has two 10mm bowls. So this is the ECU, and there is a mount that supports it. So I reattached it again back onto the ECU mount over there, securing the bowls so that we need not miss them or misplace them to the other section. And the final section at the near the mono suspension on the rear has 6 10mm bowls. Again, here we used 13mm, 8mm, 10mm. That's enough to remove the entire tail section, that is rear fender and tail lamp section over there. So you can fast forward it at any time or skip the video to the section you want. And this is just a maintenance video how to remove. That is how we remove the bowls. So while assembling back again, this fender aligns typically, because you need to check the alignment and place the bowls. Only this fender gives some problems, so carefully align those. Like, don't tighten the 2 or the 3 or one side of the bowls. First just place the bowls, then when everything is aligned, then only tighten the all 6 bowls while assembling. So now that I have removed the rear section, tail, fender, everything, I will get an access to the rollover sensor, which is mounted on the frame beneath the mono suspension. So it has 8mm bolt over there. So I said 8mm, 10mm and 13mm just to access the rear section. Then this is the rollover sensor. So it has a knob to fit in, and it is attached with the cable tie securing. It won't move here and there. So we will detach the cable tie and we will check in the later part of the video. So let's now test the working of the rollover sensor with engine started and tilting it. So later on we will see with the multimeter too. But why I am checking is because if the bike doesn't move, that is if bike has no speed, the issue do not cut the engine. So it might be a logic here. So that is what I am checking here. I checked it multiple times earlier too. So the bike needs some speed for it to cut off the engine when the bike falls. But I don't understand means how it works. I'm gonna test it later, detaching it. So for this video I'm just checking it in upright condition. Even I put in gear, it didn't stop the engine. So coming to the rear section, that is brake light section of the rear fender, here is the 2 sections. One is the section that is near to the mono suspension on the rear, and this part has 2 sections. One is the middle one and the other one on the complete rear. We have that indicators and brake lights. Here everything is routed through this passage, the wires. We have 4 sets of wires, I guess, 2 indicators, 1 brake light and 1 number plate light. So again we need 8mm and a screw to remove the covering over there for the wires. So whenever we remove the bolts in this excessive number, please make sure you have paper pockets or containers so that you can name them. So here in this process bolts are in similar length, so we need not mark them. Bolts have different lengths like engine casing, so you should have a cardboard, design it with the patterns of the bolts and insert them, so you won't misplace the bolts in different places, like you won't miss the place. So we have 4 here, so total number of 8 bolts to remove. So we have to carefully push the connectors from the holes so that it ejects out the entire section. So I am pushing the connectors back. So there is a hole, so we will push one by one so that the wires won't get shared here. So this is the plastic part and this is the metal part supporting that is the mid section I am talking about. That can be altered or modified also. Now coming to the rollover sensor checking. I have already put a shot about it, checking the voltage, but I will put a little bit brief here. So when I connected the gray wire, rollover sensor has red 12 volts, black ground and gray signal wire. When it is in normal upright state, it is 0.5. When it is tilted, it is simulating a fall. It is going from 0.5 to 1.3. The ECU logic compares with the speed and RPM. It cut off the engine for safety, securing the engine. So this is how we inserted the copper wire into the gray wire port and then connected the multimeter, putting it in DC mode, and the other wire goes to ground. So and the one part remaining is here the removing of the entire light section, that is brake light and indicators, and also comes with the number plate light here. So this is not a process of difficulty, but this is a process of patience. Every time we open subsystems, we should be careful about the bolts. So that is the maintenance update. So if you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe to Baby Adventure channel for further more videos about bikes and especially about Yezdi adventure. So thank you. Signing off.